I was supposed to start my period about probably, I would say 1 to 3 days ago. So normally how mine works is there for a while, actually before I ever started any kind of birth control. If, let's say my period would start on the 15th of the month, then that next month it would start on like the 17th or the 18th, and it would bump back a few days every month. But once I've gotten off birth control, it bumps up a few days. So let's say if I start on the 15th one month, that next month I generally start on like the 12th, the 13th, the 14th, a few days before then. Last month I started on September 22nd, 2018, and it is now October 23rd, 2018, and I feel like crap. My teeth are not as sore as they used to be, but I have noticed that I am clenching my jaw a lot more, and I think that's what's making them hurt. I don't really know. I've never had that issue. Sometimes they don't hurt as bad as they did. Some days they do, and sometimes they don't. And then I just feel like I feel somewhat nauseous. Like I feel slightly nauseous. I have ate a whole lot today. I've been extremely hungry yesterday and today. Like last night for dinner, we got pizza. Usually I eat a couple slices of pizza and then I'm done. I out-ate Anthony, and he had to pull the pizza away from me so I didn't eat the whole pizza before he was able to eat his. And it was ridiculous. And so then like this morning I woke up, I had my coffee. Well, then I was still hungry, so I ended up heating up what I was gonna have for lunch today, which is one of the home chef meals that I showed you guys in another video. I ate that at like 9 o'clock because I was starving, and then I finished it and I was still starving. And then Anthony came home about 10:30. It was about 10:30, and so we heated up the pizza in the oven, and I ate like 3 slices of pizza, and I'm still hungry. But like my stomach feels blah. I'm not fully nauseous. Like I don't feel like I could throw up, but I do feel like queasy. Like it's hard to explain, but it's not like it's you need to go to the bathroom hurting. It's just blah. Like I don't know how to explain it. And so I did go take a pregnancy test about an hour and a half ago now, and I just took one of the Amazon strip tests, and I've already thrown it away. Otherwise I would show you. It was negative. I was scared to death to take that test. I was scared, and I'm still scared, and I think that might have something to do with my stomach. I have to go out of town. I need to leave in about an hour, so I'm going to go to Walmart in the town that I'm going to, so nobody sees me here. And I'm gonna go get a digital test, or a couple digital tests. Guys, I have a secret for you. So, I told y'all I was going to get, oh God, this lighting. Hello, butter. I told you guys I was gonna go get, yeah, this is a mess. So was my hair. Digital pregnancy test, remember? So I took one. Honestly, at this point, it's probably 2 hours ago. But I still have it. So, according to the directions, even if there is a faint line, it is still considered positive. I took a picture of this right here, this first one. So let me show you guys. It's lightened up a little bit. Actually, honestly, it probably looks about the same. But I forget it. I walked in there and I told Anthony, and I was like, babe, look at this. And he goes, get that pee stick away from me. You peed on that. I said, no, but look. Look at what this says. And he was just like, oh. Man. So, I slept through all my alarms this morning. Anthony woke me up at like 7:41 and told me, hey, get up, you need to take another pregnancy test. We have to find out about a baby. So I got up, I peed in a cup, I held the stick in a cup, and I was doing a full digital. Like, I only took one test this morning, full digital. I set it on the back of the toilet and I walked out of the bathroom. And so I went back in the bathroom and I looked at it and I walked into our bedroom. I got into my sweater drawer, which is where I had that onesie, and I pulled out the onesie and I showed Anthony, and he just kind of looked at me and I think he was confused. And then I just told him and I said, I'm pregnant, and he got excited and gave me a big hug, and I kind of started crying, and he's like, well, we still have to confirm it with the doctor. And I said, I know. I can't believe it. I've waited for this moment for so long, and like part of me is super scared too, but overall, like, I'm excited. I did start to get nauseous this morning before I ate, so I think that's already started. I've been like that honestly the last few days, as if I don't eat I start to get nauseous, so right before I eat. I'm fine now that I've ate, so see. Hey guys. Okay, today has been a freaking whirlwind, and I just wanted to give you guys an update. I was kind of slightly, not quite hysterical, but upset. So I went in for my OB appointment this morning to get all my paperwork filled out to be a full OB, whatever, I don't know. So I go in and I'm talking to the PA. I'm using my new car mount, and it seems really shaky, so I'm sorry. So I'm talking to the PA. I have to pee in a cup, and they go take a urine sample. They do a urine sample, and the nurse walks, or not the nurse, yeah, one of the nurses walks back into the room, and she goes, hey, I just want to let you know, we just ran your urine, and it came back negative. And I was like, what? And she says, but don't panic. Sometimes if your urine is either diluted, or if your body just has not produced as much HCG, which is the pregnancy hormone, then it may not read it. And so I was like, okay. She's like, so we're going to do a blood test. And I was like, okay, great. She's like, and then you're going to come back in about 24 to 48 hours. We're going to do another blood test to determine how your levels are in comparison. They should be doubling at this point. And I said, okay. So I go in and I talk to the PA after the nurse tells me this. She confirms everything, repeats what the nurse had just told me, and said that we're going to cancel the sonogram I was supposed to have this afternoon, because she said it would be pointless to go, because if something happens and I'm not actually pregnant, then I would have to pay for the sonogram out of pocket, and they said it's very expensive. So we're playing it safe. I did a blood test. We should have results. It is Thursday. We should have results from this blood test probably Friday, and then I go back in on Monday since they're closed on Saturday, and then I have another blood test. We should have those results by like Tuesday, Wednesday at the latest. So Tuesday or Wednesday we will actually find out if I'm pregnant or not. So kind of, I don't know how to feel about it, and it's not. And so I did some research online, because Google has all the answers. We all know. And apparently it is quite common for the doctor's urine test to read negative, even though you may have tested positive at home. Because here's the thing, when I test at home, I test with my first urine of the day. They told me to come in fasted today, so I had not ate or really drank anything. I had a little bit of water on my way into town to my doctor's appointment. And so at that point I had peed like 2 or 3 times, and then I go in to take my urine sample. My urine is gonna be slightly diluted because it's not my first urine of the morning. So I try to get up later, you know, so it would be as best as possible. So that's what they're kind of thinking right now. We'll know a little bit more in a couple days. Emotionally, I don't know what to think. I'm just kind of numb. I keep just trying to remind myself that everything happens for a reason, and that I'm glad that we are catching it early. Plus, the PA told me that since, you know, I'm only like 3 days late at this point. I'm not even super late. So, because it is so early, I might not have produced enough HCG to be detected on a urine test. And I told her how, you know, I did test negative the first time I tested at this point it's been about 3 days ago. I tested in the afternoon and it was negative, but then it was positive that night and it was positive the next morning. It was slightly positive that night and then fully positive the next morning. And she goes, and I told her, and I said, well, the test that I used was negative, was like a cheap test. I got it on Amazon. I didn't even know if it was going to be accurate or not. And then she told me, she's like, well, we use really expensive tests here and they're fairly accurate. But I was doing some more research, and apparently the only reason that, unless my OB uses some crazy test, the urine tests that they use in the OB's office are considered professional tests because it's completed by a professional. It's like the same test that you can buy at the store, like Walmart, Target. So I'm just gonna wait and see what the blood test comes back. I know it's all in God's hands. While it is frustrating because this has been my dream all my life to be a mom, and we're getting hell trying to achieve that dream. And I feel different. Like I don't know. Like I just feel different. Like different in a good way. So I have been having some cramping. My sciatic nerve has been acting up really bad. Guys, guess what? I'm pregnant. Okay, so I remember when I was telling you guys remember when I was trying to tell you guys what I got for Anthony? I have it. It's a little onesie. This is what I showed him when I found out I was pregnant. I had a blood test last week and my level, okay, so I don't remember what the last video I gave you guys. Today is Tuesday the 30th, October 30th. Last Thursday, I took a blood test. My HCG level was 241. They didn't tell me the levels then. I just found out the levels today. Yesterday, so Monday, so 4 days later, I took another HCG beta blood test and my levels were 2164. So she says that is wonderful. They're supposed to double within like 48 hours. And so we're doing great. They're really high. I go in for my first prenatal appointment next week. So November, hold on. Let me look at my calendar. I have my computer right here. November 6th, I go in for my first prenatal appointment. But we are going to tell our family this week. So I want to show you guys what I made. Just got these cute little bags with this cute little tissue paper. And this one is for his mom. So it just says this. Can you see? It says, should I call you Nana, Grandma, Mimi, or something else? You have until June 2019 to decide. Baby voucher. And the one for like his dad and stepmom and my parents say like Grandma, Grandpa, you know, Mimi, Papa, things like that. So that's what I got for our parents. We're going to be telling them this week. So I'm excited. I called my sister earlier and FaceTimed her and told her, and she like started freaking out because she was in class. And she, as soon as she got out of the class, she got in the car and she's driving and she wants to be there when I tell my parents. So that's exciting. So Anthony should be home in about 30 minutes, but I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. Symptoms wise, I'm feeling okay today. This is probably the best I felt in a while. I slept really hard last night, but you can see, I felt like my entire body's swollen. I had to take off my rings last night because it was leaving indentions, so I'm just wearing my Quail ring. I'm rocking them for the next 9 months. But, I feel nauseous if I don't eat. If I'm hungry and I don't eat right away, I start to get nauseous. The last few mornings when I woke up, I've been nauseous. I have to wait to eat a little while. My prenatal gives me really weird dreams if I take them at night. So I try to take them in the morning. Well, I'm nauseous in the morning, so I don't want to take because I know it's going to make me worse. So I'm going to talk to my doctor about maybe finding one that won't make me nauseous, because I've tried several and they all make me nauseous. So I mean, that's really it. My boobs are still super duper sore. I went and got a high impact sports bra, and that helps a lot. Because of the way my stomach was before I got pregnant, even more bloated now. I mean, I don't think I'm showing, I'm just more bloated, but I already ordered maternity jeans just because I knew they'd be comfortable. So let me show you my stomach. Oh no, can you see? So I'm not really showing a whole lot. I'm just mainly bloated. And I haven't been drinking a whole lot of water today. But, I mean, a little bump, but I had this before, and I'm just extremely bloated, so I think that's what it is. Just open it. What?
All I saw, I haven't even read the whole thing. I just saw a couple words.
All right, buddy.
That's really what Courtney's here. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry, really?
No. Hey, y'all got one? Okay.
Whitney's on the phone.
Whitney wants to see
We're gonna
it.
have a baby.
Wait, what? Oh shit.
I didn't even read it, I just know.
Aw. That's cool. How exciting.
Oh God.
That's because you're a big old crybaby.
No,
Are y'all serious?
I'm gonna be grandpa.